This is episode 2 of the Midnight Gospel. Today I wanted to change courses from where I started yesterday. Instead of talking about the toxicity of the LGBT, I want to talk about the toxicity of dating in 2024. Now, why do I call it toxic nowadays? I mean, do I really have to explain? From the just one night stands to the online sex part of it all, there is no loyalty nowadays. People go for the broken, the toxic, or the mommy issues. And it's all just plugging now. And it's just so bad. I've personally had my fair share of dating in my short 17, almost 18 years of life. Um, from different races to different gender to sexual orientations. It's just none of which were, well, except for the person I am talking to now. I had. A lot of those were, and there were some good experiences, but the vast majority, every other day was a talk about their mental health or me trying to talk them off of the edge of self harm or relapse. And while you're thinking, well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do for better or for worse, that's the vows that people say when they end up going and getting married. Think about this. Those people who get married, they have the rings to prove and the vows to strengthen. I am during those times, I'm from the ages of 10 to 16, 17, where I personally am still developing and maturing mentally. And I'm having to save someone from suicide. That should be the last thing on my mind, especially when I personally have and do deal with these same problems. I shouldn't be having to worry about someone else. And that's just the selfishness of human nature. Everyone wants that help, yet they don't go to the right place for it. The people that I say are good experiences, they have their outlets, they have their sources, they talk to people, they have good relationships with their parents. Or even if they don't have good relationship with their parents, they respect, at least they respect authority enough to know that, hey, you might be jacking up in your life, but I don't want to be like that. But the rest of this new generation, they crave that broken. So actually, I was thinking of calling today's episode, what was it? Monsters, masks, and the mommy issues. And it's because this whole toxicity part, it is three parts. The monsters, those who will gaslight, manipulate to get what they want. The masks, those people who pretend that they are okay or they are ready for those relationships. But underneath it all, it's like, whew, messy. And then we already all know who the mommy issues are. So let's start with the monsters, the manipulators. Those are, oh, those are the messy ones. I remember I was talking to this person. I think this was sophomore year of high school, and they had gone and tried to trap me via faking a pregnancy. Now I'm like 15, turning 16, so I don't know what to do, but I know because I was raised by a good man. So, of course, I was gonna be doing what I could to go and help support with that, but I shouldn't have that type of stress in life. And this girl knew that, but they also knew my character, and I was what they wanted. Those are the monsters. Those are the people that are willing to destroy your life just to get what they want. And that is so many people nowadays. Then the masks. I personally was one of those masks for a long time. They will smile and actually, my best example is the beginning of this TikTok where I would just cover my face and do idiotic things just to feel good about myself or confident. They lack that confidence. And with lacking that confidence, they end up self sabotaging a lot. And then the mommy issues. I shouldn't really have to explain this. Come on. They want what they want, they get what they want. They don't get what they want, they have a fit. Nowadays, that's just like 90% of the people out there. And I read about someone going and saying that this generation has been aging faster, and it's because of all those stressors. And I'm not blaming any of those people, and I know all of these people can change. People can change. That's something I want you all to know. People are and have the ability to change. But with all of these stressors and those people who don't want to change and better themselves, yes, we're going to age faster. Stress causes aging, and it's just, I just went on a tangent with aging. This isn't it talking about relationships. Wow. And I don't even have that much time to do this. I only got 10 minutes. I should start a YouTube channel. If these things start blowing up more, I'll start a YouTube channel and we can have a whole, actually in depth talk about these things. I'll redo my first in this episode in a more less tangent, probably scripted way. But I actually, minus the scripted, I kind of like this to be like I'm talking to you guys naturally. There's no script, none of that. It's just me talking through my heart. Seeing as though I have about a minute left to talk, I want to let that last minute just tell me about in the comments your monsters, your masks, your mommy issues. Tell me your experiences with those. I'll reply to the ones I like the most or the stories that I feel like people should hear. Until now, this is your daily dose of gospel with Ozzy. Have a good night, everyone.